Biology, Part 241, the Geological Time Chart. Well, the figure shows us the charts of the history of living organisms from their earliest beginning, with time divisions corresponding to the main rock strata found in the Earth's crust. Sedimentary rocks were originally formed from accumulated sand and mud at the bottom of the lakes and oceans. In many areas of the world, geological movements have lifted the tilted whole sections of Earth's crust so that the thickness of the different layers can be measured. An impressive example is the Grand Canyon in Arizona, where the erosion by Colorado River has exposed sedimentary rocks millions of years old. The age of rocks can be estimated by measuring their depth below the original surface, but this is relatively inaccurate, for it assumes a constant rate of sedimentation. Furthermore, it does not allow the process of erosion that must have occurred when the rock face was exposed. A much more accurate method of dating makes the use of the fact that the radioactive isotopes of uranium, U-238, which is usually present, decays into the lead at a very slow but known rate. With appropriate techniques, the amount of this decay can be estimated at the age of the rock determined to within about 10%. Other isotopes, such as those of thorium and ribodium, are sometimes used. The radioactive isotopes of carbon C14 is used to date many historical relics, but is of no use in dating rocks because its half-life is less than 6,000 years. Organisms can be located by the geological time scale only if remains of them can be found in the rocks. The fossils of invertebrates with hot shells or exoskeletons are found in the sedimentary rocks to 600 million years old. And the first vertebrate fossils appear in the rocks about 500 million years old. Traditionally, the geologists recognized that the Cambrian period at the beginning of the Paleozoic era as one of the most important markers in the study of evolution, simply because no obvious fossils could be found in older rocks. So this is one of the reasons for geological time chart, and there are other displays as well, and they tell us tales about the ancient history of organisms. And now we talk about the classification of living organisms. The study of the classification is called the systematics. This is essential in biology to understand the complex variety of the form observed in living organisms. Any group used for classification purposes is called taxon, plural taxa. Taxonomy is the process of ordering these groups into the larger schemes. Although there are many possible strategies for classifying the several millions of different organisms so far identified, in practice some are more useful than the others. The best taxonomic schemes are based on the natural relationship brought about by the common ancestors, rather than incidental similarities of size or color. Thus, biological classification is said to be phylogenetic meaning that it reflects the evolution of the organisms and is not just an arbitrary system developed for convenience.